Hi friends, welcome to another video of Mandi Panikaran. In this video, we are discussing about mass airflow meter and intake absolute pressure sensor. Let's see why it is provided and how it's working. As we all know, the smooth running of an engine is depending on the intake air-fuel ratio. It is very important that to keep the theoretical air-fuel ratio as much as possible. Thus, the intake air quality, quantity and temperature measurement is very important. So, the intake mass airflow meter and manifold absolute pressure sensor is installed on the air intake system. Let's see how it works. Instead of measuring volume, new generation fuel injection engines are based on mass. Mass is the number of atoms or molecules in a substance, and the volume is simply the space that number of atoms or molecules occupies, which means an equal volume of air can actually have a different mass. As we all know, air volume is determined by the air density, but it can vary from different altitude and temperature. This means accurately controlling the air-fuel ratio based on volume is not possible in different ambient conditions or altitude conditions. There are two different types of mass airflow sensors are used by current manufacturers. One is hot wire type mass airflow meter and hot film type mass airflow meter. Actually, both working in almost the same way. Hot wire type mass airflow meter consists of a hot wire supplied with a constant voltage supply, and it is located in air intake path. The hot wire is usually made up of high temperature coefficient resistance materials like tungsten, platinum rhodium and platinum iridium, etc. High temperature coefficient resistance means a small amount of temperature in the wire can change its electrical resistance. Basically, the temperature and resistance of the hot wire is directly proportional. Means if the wire is too hot, the resistance of the hot wire will be higher, and the wire is cold, it lowers the resistance of the wire. Normally, the applied voltage on the hot wire creates a temperature on the hot wire, and the incoming air with the actual number of molecules in the air mass cools the hot wire. The electronic circuit attached on the sensor measures the current flowing through the wire. It converts and passes a signal accordingly to the ECU. So the ECU can determine the mass of the air. Most of the mass airflow sensor integrated with a temperature sensor as well. The hot film type mass airflow meter is just an advanced version of hot wire mass airflow meter. Instead of hot wire, it consists of a hot film. That is a major difference between hot wire type and hot film type mass airflow meter. The benefits of a mass airflow meter is it is more compact and it is cost effective. One of the drawback of the mass airflow meter is it is extremely sensitive to the dirt and oil contamination. Any dirt contamination on the hot film can cause engine to run poor or with hesitation. Now let's talk about manifold absolute pressure sensor. As the name indicates, absolute manifold pressure sensor is measuring the pressure in the intake manifold. By measuring pressure, the MAP sensor is actually measuring the air density. So it can easily measure how tightly air molecules are packed in certain volume. Higher the pressure means more the air molecules are packed in the intake manifold. So by knowing the intake manifold pressure, the MAP sensor can actually calculate the air mass. Most of the manifold absolute pressure sensors is working with a piezoelectric element. Piezoelectric element is basically generates electricity by applying pressure on them. When more pressure applied, it will generate more electrical charge. So more air pressure in the intake manifold means more electricity generated by MAP sensor, which will further transfer the signal from the sensor as the electronic circuit attached on the sensor measures the current generated by the piezoelectric element. So the ECU can simply detect the manifold absolute pressure. Naturally aspirated engines are run only with a manifold absolute pressure sensor or mass airflow meter. But the modern engines are equipped by both of them for the precise measurements. Most of the charged engine like turbocharged or supercharged engines consist of both MAP and MAF sensors. Because of the complex air movement by the boost mechanism and the rapid movement of throttle body. So friends, I hope this video was very informative for you. Thank you very much for watching. Signing off, Mandi Panikaran. Bye bye.